Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Well, if you go to patreon.com/retroam, by the time you're hearing this, you can find the complete Infinite Perfect episode. Is it an episode? It's one episode.
It's an episode.
It's one episode. Part 10 of 10 should be out by the time you're hearing this.
All parts should be out.
All the parts are out for Eric's exploration of Sonic Adventure. And what was the total runtime on this thing?
I think about 7 hours and 13 minutes.
Do you want to listen to Eric talk about Sonic Adventure for that long? Would you say 7 hours and 13 minutes?
Yeah, Chris has about 4 minutes in there. Tiffany has about 38 seconds, so it's not all me.
Yeah, well, it was written and produced by you.
Sure. Yeah, we can say that. It was also produced by you. Thank you, Chris.
I did some post-production work on it. Yeah, that's true.
You put it on the internet. I have no idea how to do that.
Yeah.
So really, we did about an equal amount of work here. One of us wrote a 60,000-word document and talked into a microphone for 7 hours and self-edited, and one of us put it on the internet.
I learned how to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can go hear that. It's great. It's getting rave reviews right now from the members of the Real Net, I think.
You may have to be a Sonic Adventure sicko to enjoy that, to be fair. The first episode is a broad overview, and then I just kind of go deep into everyone's adventure in Sonic Adventure and then some other stuff in Sonic Adventure. So if you like hearing about the original Sonic Adventure and nothing else, it might be all right. And Chris, give him a treat. What part of the episode do you appear in?
The Goku episode.
Which is?
Episode... Part 9?
Part 9 of 10.
Part 9 of 10.
Part 9 of 10 of episode 5.
I appear in the episode called Goku Origins.
What do you talk about in that episode, Case?
Goku.
Yeah.
Super Saiyans. Particular episode is focused on Supersonic, so that's why we're talking about that.
Legally distinct from Super Saiyan.
Probably. Well, here's Hot Sounds.
You mean Hot Sounds I recorded?
Welcome to Retrograde Media, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic Japanese role-playing games chapter by chapter, beat by beat, very thoroughly. This is Season 8, Episode...
It's 14, Chris.
14, Chris.
14, Christopher.
Of our coverage of Final Fantasy 14.
Can we start over?
No, Phantasy Star 4, the end of the millennium. My name is Chris, and I'm once again joined by Eric, live... or not live, in the Retrograde Amnesia studios.
I'm in Chris's basement. He's got lights and cameras and microphones in my face.
Yeah, and a humidifier.
That thing's fucked up. I thought the room was on fire when I came in and it spurred out a burst of water smoke.
Yeah, it's to help my nose. Gotta have a nose to podcast.
That's not true.
Gotta be able to breathe to podcast. Don't be a mouth-breathing podcaster. That's for sure.
Who are we also joined by, Chris?
The Real Net, a collective of patrons who are watching us record this podcast live on a secret video feed found at patreon.com/retroam. Go there and join us.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, a post-production voice from the future who is not me, who seems to be upset that the Mortal Kombat 2 Game Gear version was not included in Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Initializing Fake Net.
I demand a 32-color performance of Reptile. Rendered with an 8-bit processor and moving at 9 frames per second.
Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder why they didn't do that.
Probably because they put the Game Gear version of Mortal Kombat 1 on there and people were like, for fuck's sake, that's enough. But Mortal Kombat 2 Game Gear was the one I played on the go so I could get better at Mortal Kombat 2 Genesis.
You know, that makes me think of that one time I played Battle Arena Toshinden for the Game Boy.
Wow.
It's not bad.
Really?
It's not bad.
The original Game Boy?
Yes.
I can't think of a good fighting game on that, man. They're all, if you say it's not bad, I must believe you.
It's not interesting.
I didn't even know Toshinden had some weird, like there was a Chibi Toshinden, there was a Battle Arena Toshinden 4 no one knows about, but there was a Game Boy Battle Arena Toshinden.
What
brought you, fuck Mortal Kombat, what brought you there?
The Game Boy version, I think, is based on the Chibi version of Toshinden, so that's
that
why
can't
it works.
be possible. That came out in like 2000.
Maybe.
All right, fuck it. If you think Chris is dreaming a memory or memorizing a dream, please write in with your suggestions about Battle Arena Toshinden Game Boy.
To answer your question, it was because of the analog pocket. Started playing Game Boy
Oh, you did
games.
this as an adult, not as a... Okay, I thought you like blew a rental on this or something, or a birthday present on Battle Arena Toshinden.
No, don't know how that happened.
Game Boy.
Anyway.
Probably a Japanese-only game. Do you know I got out of Japan, Chris?
Krup?
Phantasy Star 4.
Oh.
Krup. Our friend Alice Brangwin is sick. She's in bed, and we have the Psycho Wand.
We should clarify. She is sick. She's been sick the whole time, but now she's sick.
Yeah.
like in a bad way.
Sick parentheses ill.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ill parentheses sick.
Yeah, but to catch you up here, we did just defeat the giant bug thing and got the Psycho Wand that we can now defeat the evil Zio with, but we all had a deadly premonition that Alice was sick in bed in Krup.
Her last breath was playing, and that song does not suggest good things are about to happen. Hahn is here with us, thank God, and he has dialogue.
Chaz, Alice's condition has suddenly taken a turn for the worse.
New manga panel, Alice is in bed. She's looking fucking zonked.
Yeah.
Also on the right side, Hahn is standing tall, looking firm, with Chaz hunched over and screaming in agony. Chaz says Alice's name. Alice is still conscious, and she croaks out some additional text.
Chaz, we're able to meet Rune. That's good.
It's a capital D on good.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
A panicked Chaz starts asking for any available daddy to fix his mommy.
Get me off of that one. Alice, Rune, can't you do anything with your powers?
New manga panel, Rune gazes downward with regret and fear falling across his face. He says,
The Black Wave is not a product of Zio alone. It contains an even more power.
The script at GameFAQs, which is a transcription, says even more even power. In the game, it says even more evil power.
Okay. It contains an even more evil power, which I can't cure.
Well, that
even more evil sounds, it's hard to say, but it also sounds bad.
Yeah, it's not a great sentence. Also, how do you feel about something called the Black Wave? Does that sound metal as fuck or sick as shit?
It sounds pretty metal.
Sounds like a mid-'80s Depeche Mode song.
I can get down with that.
Well, that sounds pretty grim, Chris. I probably wouldn't have said that in front of Alice. Nevertheless, Alice speaks again.
Chaz, don't worry. Chaz, Rune.
I am sure Rune is freaking out internally and not having a public meltdown like Chaz. He holds steady.
I'm here. I'm right here, Alice.
Alice starts fading out, starts going offline, starts just saying names out loud.
Rune, please help. Chaz, Rune.
Rune acts cool, like a cool guy.
Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Our friend, who's been on the wife cast for Xenosaga, Nick, has an anecdote about being in Scouts when he was young.
Mm-hmm.
And at Scout camp. And they were going through the woods, and the Scoutmaster had found a bunny rabbit that had been mauled by a predator and was dying.
Yeah.
And what he did was he said, "Children, look away," and he took the
rock?
Yeah, he bashed it, put it out of its misery. Do you think Rune is about to do that here?
I don't think Rune's going to do that here.
Okay.
We don't know enough about Rune's personality, but
I said, don't worry, leave it to me. What could that possibly mean?
Well, it could possibly mean that they have a shared goal or mission, maybe to defeat Zio, or maybe some other dealings that only people who have age question marks can deal with.
Well, sure, I understand that. If she were giving them the mission to avenge her and do the noble work in her stead. However, before that, she had said, please help. Oh, okay. Rune, please help Chaz. I was reading that as Rune, please help me, but no, she clearly says Rune, please help Chaz. Never mind, you're right.
Thank you.
Rune's like, I got this dickhead. Chaz says Alice's name with an ellipsis.
Alice with an ellipsis.
I heard the ellipsis. Thank you, Chris.
Okay.
Chaz leans in, and Alice gives him the dying Optimus Prime speech.
Soon I will be one with the Matrix. Chaz, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
New manga panel. Chaz's face as he looks down at Alice. She continues.
You've become an honorable adult before I knew it. From now on, you have to carve out your own destiny by yourself.
Rather than affirming what I assume are Alice's dying words, Chaz pees all over the floor.
Oh no. Alice, don't say that. Alice.
The manga panel with Chaz's face blinks out for some reason. I would like to think he collapsed or passed out, but Alice continues.
Chaz. Thank you.
That's brilliant. Chaz, Chris. Yeah. New manga panel on the right, Alice from the torso up and upside down lies with her eyes closed. Just barely over top of it, half of Chaz's face in a separate manga panel screams. New manga panel, Rika cries. New manga panel, Rune looks down like a cool guy.
Yeah, he's got like the dark eyes. You can't see my eyes because I'm sad and I'm withholding my emotions here, and I'm doing it with the artist who drew me is giving me some additional shadowing.
Is Rune too cool to cry at a funeral?
He's not too cool to actually cry at a funeral, but he's too cool to be seen doing it.
Yes, right. He needs to show strength amongst the cast at this moment in time.
Indeed.
New manga panel, Demi stands firm. Grizz raises his fist to his mouth. Seiya cries on Hahn's shoulder. Fade to black.
Wah!
New manga panel, the sun setting over a mountain range. New manga panel, horizontal across the top. Chaz takes a knee at a grave in the sunset. Rune, Grizz, Rika, and Hahn stand several paces behind him. New manga panel, it's the headstone. New manga panel, Rika, Grizz, Hahn, and Rune stand tall and firm. Oh my gosh, another new manga panel. Sick as fuck. Chaz, eye socket hidden in shadow, sheds one tear.
There's a name for this.
What's it called,
It's
Chris?
called anime shadow sadness.
Anime shadow sadness.
Anime shadow sadness.
You know?
Is it just like a thick shadow on people as they express remorse?
Thick shadow over eyes, just like Rune had in the previous scene.
Yeah, but Chaz cries.
But Chaz has a tear that comes down, so you know the sadness is legit.
Speaking of legit, is this sick as fuck? Like, especially at the time in an RPG, to go on a quest to heal your fallen party member, and you can't do it, it's no good. She dies.
It is pretty sick. I don't think that Phantasy Star 4 invented this or anything like that.
No, I mean,
because Final Fantasy 4 had a lot of deaths, character deaths, but to do this to the character who was originally kind of framed as the protagonist.
Yeah. Plus with a series of strong female characters as well.
It's quite bold. Yeah, and even that's a good point, because even if this series had not led up to this point with having almost all female leads, or at least
Phantasy
the first
Star
one.
1, yeah. I think it was more what's his face in Phantasy Star 2.
Yes, what's his face, of course.
Rolf.
Started off shirtless in the bed, blue. I can't think of his name. It's just, you know, when you're on a podcast and you try to recall information, but your brain's wiped everything to the present tense.
Hugh
That's what's
Jackman.
happened. Yeah, it was Hugh Jackman. That's it.
Rolf.
There's no dialogue too. These manga panels just flash.
Yeah, they're coming in succession. And I think if I were playing this as a child, the back of my kid brain would just assume that something like we were going to get out of this, or like she was going to pull through, or some like magic would come down from heaven. But the fact that it cut to a headstone, it's like, oh shit.
Words were almost always needed when it came to telling a story in 16-bit JRPGs.
But they invented manga panel cutscenes.
Because they have the manga panel technique to deploy here.
Technology.
Yes, thank you. Manga panel technology. They can tell a story and express emotion without dialogue. And I think...
More so than little sprites running around, right?
Yeah, and I think when it comes to Japanese role-playing games especially, I mean, it began.
It began in Phantasy Star 4.
In Phantasy Star 4.
Is Phantasy Star 4 the most effective manga panel cutscene since Mario fell asleep at the end of Mario 2? Or is that more of a cartoon inside your Nintendo?
Mario's mouth was moving, I think. And that is also a cartoon inside your Nintendo, which why that was all so sick.
It's fucking sick.
Anyway, I'm pressing the button.
It began in
Phantasy
Star 4.
That's number 11.
In our first episode, or maybe second episode, where we went over modern criticisms of this game, the thing that I was trying to dance around, the thing that almost everyone spoiled because the game is 32 years old, is that Alice dies pretty much in the first act.
Yeah.
Like, that was the thing. It's like, hey, you think Final Fantasy VII fucked kids up? Look what I did on my Sega. That also fucked me up as a child. Not me, but the me of the point of view of the criticism.
There is maybe the level of restraint that is demonstrated in killing off Alice at this point in time, where it's not dramatic, in the sense of she's not making the ultimate sacrifice in front of a giant Lavos blast or something.
No, I mean, she did get got by our primary antagonist at that time.
She did, but she wasn't immediately blown away, I guess is what my point is.
There wasn't a hole through her head or something like that.
There was still hope.
Sephiroth didn't come down and ram a sword through her while she was praying. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Very effective, especially the fact that you're kind of, those panels are slowly cascading across the screen and you're waiting for dialogue to come and it doesn't come.
Do you have to push a button to make the panels come, or do they come involuntarily?
They just come.
That's great. That's even better, because then you can't stop the pain from happening, or it just happens in succession.
Yeah, I actually had to get quick with it because I was not recording my playthrough when I was doing this, and so I was trying to get a screenshot of it, and I was like, oh shit, there's no dialogue coming, so I had to press the button really quick to get them all.
Chris did it.
Thanks.
New manga panel, it's night. On the right, Chaz is alone looking over a balcony with the stars above him. A domed house is visible in the background. In the center panel, Rune approaches Chaz from behind. I think the time for jokes is over, as Rune asks a vulnerable Chaz,
"You can't sleep?"
Chaz replies with words that do not make sense in this context.
No, but they do make sense in the context of you looking out into the night sky.
Actually,
you do say this when you look out into the night sky. You say, "What am I doing?"
Is this an existential crisis?
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
Because it seems like Alice was the only kind of beacon that Chaz had to steer him through life.
Yeah, I mean, she was his employer. I mean, I think he'll say something now that he was He had previously been involved in some pretty fucked up shit, and she kind of pulled him out of that.
Yeah.
And now without his North Star, which direction does he face, Chris?
Damn.
Rune senses that Chaz is depressed out of his gourd, so he asks. Chaz replies by going on one.
Yeah, Chaz lore time. In a far-off country, before Alice picked me up, I did some pretty bad things. When I joined forces with Alice as a hunter, I was at least able to earn some money and live a pretty comfortable life. Everything seemed to be going fine, but now Alice is gone. Of course I want to avenge her death, but what am I to do? Should I fight? If so, what for?
So that's the most introspection and lore, like you said, we've gotten out of Chaz this entire video game. Also the longest he spoke without trailing off or using an ellipses or something.
That's true. What bad things did Chaz do?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think we'll find that out, the horrors that he's done in future update of Chaz lore, or do you think we're just supposed to imagine these things? And if so, what do you imagine they are?
I imagine that he was either some sort of street urchin who would steal apples from stands and just get into shit.
Yeah, but you won't go to hell for stealing apples for food for eating, right?
Okay,
you need stuff that where you go to hell before you die.
So he was just like a pod racer.
I mean, pod racers, that also is that's a sanctioned league, right? I'm talking about
It's sanctioned by criminals.
It is sanctioned by criminals, but there are rules, sort of, I guess. I don't know, there were rules in the N64 game, which is better on Dreamcast.
Well, all he said was pretty bad things, so...
Yeah, and I was going to say, maybe he, accidentally killed a hooker and then killed the Vegas guard that came in to check on them after they killed the hooker and then dismembered their body parts and buried them in the Vegas desert. And then the entire friend group unraveled over the course of the next 90 minutes, which culminated in Jon Favreau, I think, killing Christian Slater.
It happens.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This said pretty bad. I thought it said very bad things.
Yeah.
That's different.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. So anyway, Chaz seems so innocent and dumb that I can't actually imagine any bad things, but maybe he's just traumatized and is trying to assign blame to himself.
True.
Rune replies with a reply that seems like it was written as part of a different conversation.
Money, huh? Do you really think that Alice was fighting just for money?
Chaz replies correctly.
What?
Chris, have you ever seen two really high people try to have a linear conversation?
Yes.
Does it feel like this?
Yes. I think you're right.
Just they're kind of listening and Rune for some reason honed in on the money angle of that. And it's well, money, you can kill the monster. What?
That is kind of how those conversations go because you latch onto one thing that you heard and you're reminded of 17 other things. And you pick one of the 17 things and that's the direction that you go.
We call that a podcast.
Yes.
Rune asks another seemingly unrelated question.
Is fighting technique the only thing you learned from Alice?
Chaz responds, because Rune's money. No, fighting technique.
Yes.
Chaz responds with a confused,
aye.
New manga panel. Rune turns his back as he enters a shadowy doorway, cape lit only by moonlight. He signs off with,
you better think it over.
Just light, continue the existential crisis to its conclusion? Is that what he's...
I think he's saying, was all that you learned from Alice, was it just how to make money, or was it just how to fight, or did you learn anything else? Did Alice tell you the secret that I'm not telling you right now because I don't trust you?
Did your basketball coach tell you the fundamentals of the game or the fundamentals of the life?
Have you taught your players life lessons through sport?
Do you want to shoot the 3 or freak the D?
Interesting
manga
question.
Panel. Rika approaches wearing a black leotard with her hair looking particularly purple in the light of the moon. New manga panel. Rika's chipper face falls in line with Chaz's melancholic head. She deploys her own motivational speech.
Hey, Chaz. I'm thinking, it was a really good thing that I was able to get out of the bioplant. I've learned so much from Seed about oceans, mountains, towns, and people. There's a big difference between knowledge attained from studying and actual real-life experiences, like the smell of the ocean, the blue of the mountain, and the bustling of a town, and the warmth of people.
New manga panel during that, a panel of Rika on top of Rika with tears falling out of her eyes, and Chaz, still sad but looking to his left, intrigued. Another new manga panel, Chaz's head, but he begins to smile. He handles this one like a pro.
Thank you, Rika. I get it. It's okay.
New manga panel, a newly masculine Chaz puts an arm around Rika as the two heroes look out over the balcony. New manga panel, Rune looks out over the balcony alone. Do you think he's in his own forlorn sense of what do I do, or is he fuck, Rika handled that better than I did. Shit.
Oh, no, I think he's gazing because his brain contains additional lore that the player is not yet privy to.
We're not ready for it.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And we need to see him thinking about that. in order for us to feel like there's more to the story than we're actually being shown.
He is considering when to distribute additional lore facts.
Here on this theme of Moonlit Night.
Krup. The next day, music Motavia Village plays and the gang is at the gravesite. I guess that's Alice's gravesite. Hahn declares his intentions.
I'm going to return to the academy. I think it's best to report what has happened so far. I plan to convince the academy to come up with a plan of action.
Do you think he's going to do that?
I think he's going to go to the principal's office. I don't know how far he's going to get with this plan, because I still don't really have a good sense of how often Hahn can get shit done.
Yeah.
But I think he'll
What he's
try.
capable of.
I think he'll try.
Chaz seems glad to see this dude take a hike.
Good. I'm counting on you, Hahn.
Saya is still here too, and she tells us,
I'm also going to return home. The children are waiting for me.
Chris, are the children currently unsupervised?
Yes, but I think this is a society where you can do that.
Someone else will take up the mantle of watching the children in the schoolhouse.
Children are just, in this world, are just used to being left alone from time to time.
I've been to Billy's orphanage. That was also pretty fucked up there in Xeno years.
Yeah, somebody
Kids were
wiped
wiping
their
their
ass.
ass with
Yeah.
comic book. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
You're
Ooh.
a comic guy. Have you ever done that?
No, I mean, I got some over here. You want to?
To wipe my ass with a comic book?
Yeah, I got a Final Fight comic book. You want to read it?
Oh, read it or wipe with it.
Either. Both.
I mean, I don't really have to go right now. Next time look, we're doing the explain Lunar to regular people. If I have to take a big one while I'm here, I'll take a comic book and we'll see what the
Final
effective.
Fight.
Yeah, I'll tell you how many pages it requires to do the job.
Cool.
How many pages are in there?
I don't know, 35?
That's enough.
Okay.
Hahn signs off with a
Chaz, keep your spirits up.
Hahn and Saya sprint away. Chaz walks up toward Alice's grave. Instead of saying goodbye, he turns around and tells the gang,
Okay. We'd better go too.
we get in line and I have control.
Finally.
Chris, did you examine the grave?
No. Did you?
I did. It says, here lies Alice Brangwyn. And Chaz says, Alice.
Oh, okay.
Hey, do you want to talk to some NPCs in Krup?
Oh, yeah, I want to. Most of the dialogue, according to my notes here, says it's the same except for at Saya's house. Did you get to have the same experience?
Armor shop and the green guy outside.
Okay, get those guys first.
The guy outside, who was the one earlier who said, this dog's such a pig.
What a pig this dog is.
What a pig this dog is,
Yeah.
right, even better. Well, the dog's gone now because we returned it to its owner.
Yeah,
so he
Rocky.
says, he's been retrieved. He says, that dog belongs to you?
No, it doesn't, actually. Thank you, though.
I've got dialogue for the armor shop. The vestment, I'm not sure if it's new. It says, this armor shop was started in my grandfather's generation and now it's all over. Maybe it's for the best.
We're all over?
Yeah, I feel like I would have remembered all over.
I don't recall that, yeah.
There's an orange sweater lady in here. She says, Hahn, so you're leaving again? Come back and show your face once in a while.
Asshole.
Hahn's already left. He's not even in our party.
Yeah,
who's she's talking to?
Who are you even talking to?
Let's go to the schoolhouse.
Before we do that, we have one wrong to right here.
Let's go to the fuck house.
No, let's go to the menus, Eric. Get in the menus, dog. Go to the status screen and let's check in on Rune, because we forgot to do that the first time.
Oh, right.
Rune is, of course, a wizard. Pretty cool, huh?
Whenever someone tells me that someone is a wizard and they don't look like Merlin in Sword in the Stone by Disney 1968,
1963.
I don't buy it. I mean, Gandalf was basically that exact same thing. The only other wizard that I can spontaneously name.
Yeah, there is an
Doesn't even
archetype.
have a fucking beard.
Yeah. You don't have to have a beard to be a wizard, though. You just have to have magic.
FakeNet, is that true?
Initializing FakeNet.
No, and in fact, the bearded wizard only became a popular depiction because of modern fantasy tropes.
I also seem to recall that in some point in time, Diablo, I don't remember which Diablo game or was across multiple games, but had both sorcerer and wizard, and they were different for some reason, and I don't remember why. Can we ask a FakeNet that too?
Yeah. FakeNet, what's the difference between a sorcerer and a wizard?
Initializing FakeNet.
In most lore, wizards usually have to learn and study magic, whereas sorcerers are innately born with magical abilities.
So anyway.
In my head, a wizard's powers are innate, but a sorcerer has to have like a
reagent?
something to channel it through,
Okay.
like a crystal ball of some sort.
Some ginger root.
I cook with that occasionally. I always fuck up. Like I'm not
Doesn't
any
give you
good.
magic?
No, it doesn't. It just gives me
Garlic, maybe?
bad taste. I cook with a lot of garlic, and
Yeah,
that
me
doesn't give
too,
me
but,
magic
you
at all.
know.
I eat I'm full of garlic right now. There's
Good.
no way that does anything.
Anyway, would you like to hear Rune's age? I may
Yeah.
have alluded to it earlier.
Question marks.
Yes, question marks. Thank
so
you,
hold
Rune.
on. Well, did Alice have question mark age?
Yes.
We'll never figure out how old Alice was.
No. And now there's a finite answer as well.
Yeah.
Because she can not age any longer.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past games like this, especially at this point, to like do some spell to either reanimate the dead in a fucked situation where you have to re-kill her or like just bring her back.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Huh. Well, that's all I've got for Rune's status screen. I want to go talk to the people inside of Saya's house.
Schoolhouse, yeah.
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 Some kid says, I think maybe my favorite line in the game, everyone's mothers are congregating and looking sad. Did something happen?
I tried to come up with a Bluesky post forever for this, and I think I did, and I fucked it up. It wasn't as good. If you want to post a better one with that screen of dialogue, I think you should, because I think that's a beautiful line of dialogue.
When do everyone's mothers congregate? Like, what are your feelings here?
Oh, a children's sports when a kid gets fucked up.
Oh, like a kid gets hurt.
Yeah, the mothers all gather around and express feelings of remorse while the fathers just become alcoholics.
Get Billy back in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. That's pretty good.
Bridge club?
I used to see a group of mothers at the park that would all like have their babies in strollers, and they would put them in lines, and they would
do lines with the kids?
No, they'd put them in like lines of rows of 4 or 5 or whatever, and the strollers would be out there, and they'd all be facing the mothers, and the mothers would congregate and like do calisthenics or yoga or something out in the park.
Okay.
But they didn't look sad. They looked happy because they got to see other mothers. And they got to share the plight of motherhood.
Well, maybe you should have stuck around for the more difficult exercises where they were grimacing in pain.
Oh, too much. Okay, mothers doing too much yoga in front of their babies.
Right. As mothers ourselves, we can fairly speculate on what this could be.
You could get sad from... I don't know if you can get sad from doing too much yoga.
It can hurt.
It could, but what exercise makes you the most sad? That's a tough question.
What sport do you want your kids not playing the most?
Probably say American football.
More so than ice hockey?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, statistically speaking,
so
it has a higher injury rate.
Mothers who have read about CTE too much, all watching their children vie for the running back position in tryouts, and all repeatedly bashing their heads into metal poles.
Doing Oklahoma drills.
Yes, doing whatever that is. That's when the mothers truly all congregate and look sad over intense sport.
I think we solved it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next.
Oh dear, your eyelids are red. You were teased, weren't you?
Like a blushing situation, or like crying
even
because
crying,
of how hard
your eyes
the kid...
are kind of bloodshot, stuff like that. Next one says, is it true that the lady in the red dress isn't here anymore?
Kid, she's here. She's taking a nap. Dirt nap.
Next one says, hey, where did that lady in the red dress go?
It's dirt nap. She's over there.
Mm-hmm. Also, good one here. When the time comes, humans die no matter how old they are. I'm sorry I said such a terrible thing the other day.
Hey, you know how people are buried in graveyards?
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
I've seen it happen many times as well. I hope to be in there myself one day. That's not true, I want to be cremated. But anyway, assuming no one would stop you, could you dig like with a shovel and get to a coffin of a loved one? And like if you reach the coffin, could you open that, or are those like super like welded shut and shit? Like could you get in there if you don't have time?
That's a really interesting question because I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know the answer to that either. FakeNet, are coffins sealed?
Initializing FakeNet.
Modern coffins have a series of gaskets to maintain freshness, as well as a general key-based locking mechanism. Both problems seem like they could be solved with a crowbar.
Or do they just like throw the lid shut and then lower it down there and then fucking abracadabra?
I would say they probably are, unless the coffin is cheap.
Do you think, is the coffin ceremony all for show? Because they don't actually like lower it and bury it like at that, like right as people are throwing like their nickels and whatever on top of the dirt.
People throw nickels in the dirt?
Like I said, I've been to many of these things. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Because that's all like a farce, right? They do the actual, like you ever see Garden State when like Zach Braff saw his friends from back home out there like smoking? They're like, hey, we're going to bury your dad later or whatever. And they had the backhoe. The bone crusher.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'm with you. I don't know what's real here, okay? Because the only thing that I can think of is like when Peter Parker is like sad at the funeral at the end of one of the Spider-Man movies, one of the Sam Raimi ones.
Yeah, did he get somebody out of a coffin?
No, but that's the image of the funeral in the rain of the coffin being lowered into the ground.
Oh, well.
Can't remember who died. I guess it was probably Norman Osborn probably. But
you can tell Chris is more of a comic guy now, not a gamer, because all gamers would, of course, be thinking about pressing F to pay respects at a moment like this.
Yeah, but you know, when I think, I was going to bring this up earlier, but when I think about video game gravestones, grave sites, my instant, or just gravesites, period.
Uh-huh.
My instant recollection is Castlevania 2.
That's a pretty good one.
Because based on like how you completed that game or like the timing or whatever, different things would happen at that grave. And one of them would be Dracula's hand fucking coming out of there.
Yeah, you don't want that. I guess my second default is, at least in Yakuza 3, in many Yakuza games, I think you can go visit grave sites and reminisce enduring thoughts about previous Yakuza games.
That's pretty interesting. I don't think I've played one where you can do that.
Or you skipped it.
Or I skipped it. Also, Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah. Yeah, the beginning and the end of that.
God damn.
Because that game, the press start screen, I think, is just Snake in the Graveyard.
Has there been a listicle about like top 10 video game graveyard scenes yet? The fucking Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 where Johnny Cage is dead in the fucking graveyard level?
Johnny Cage.
Cal Elsgod just posted Altered Beast. I don't know if it's memorable, but
you
it's
rise
a grave.
from the grave.
You rise from that
absolutely.
Grave,
You rise from the grave. That's entirely possible. Well, there's more kids here.
Yeah, why are we talking about graves?
Actually, no, there aren't any more kids here. We talked to them all. But Sai is here. She's already back. What'd she say?
Oh, that such a thing happened to Alice. Keep your spirits up, Chaz, and best of luck.
All right, that's all for me. I warped to Mile.
No, don't leave yet.
Okay, Chris, what else is here?
Now, do you remember a while back when we would inspect Saya's cabinets and I think Hahn would stop Chaz from doing that?
Was he afraid we were going to do some pervert stuff?
Or maybe, it may have been Alice doing that.
Now that our pervert cop is dead or gone, we can do whatever we want.
No, because now Rika is the pervert cop.
Pervert?
Cops.
She's not a pervert, but she's the cop of perverts.
Right. Pervert police.
So anyway, she's now the chastiser when
so we have to wait until Rika's out of our party potentially and then come back and investigate Saya's shit.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think I've gotten to a point where Rika's out of the party. Hopefully she does leave at some point, although I do like Rika.
Hopefully she does leave. I mean, this party is honestly a pretty transient party. As far as people coming and going all the time, which was the way Phantasy Star 2 was as well.
Yeah.
Or could be, I guess, depending on who you wanted to keep. Motherfuckers keep showing up at my house, want to join my party, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
What else, Chris?
That's all I got.
What'd you do next, Chris?
I went to the fort.
I also went to Zio's fort. I warped to Mile, I get in my Land Rover, and I mosey it over to Zio's base.
Oh, that was a good idea. I didn't have to get my Land Rover, though, because I went through Kadari.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Thank you.
The world map is accessible and open to all. Zio's fort music, organic beat plays.
Mm-hmm.
There's some enemies here, but I think they're all old because we've already been here.
It's true.
Tech user, Ripper, Spread, Shadow Saber. But I approach the electric fence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't whiz on it, Chris.
Yeah, that's a Ren and Stimpy reference.
It is. Rune then gets on the mic.
Everybody, out of the way. 1, 2, free.
I was hoping he was going to say free, but that couldn't have happened because SNEF had not been invented yet and Chrono Cross wouldn't come out for 7 more years.
1, 2, free did not come from Phantasy Star 4.
Magic shit then happens. And the electric barrier dissipates.
Mm-hmm.
Demi lets us know what's up.
Underneath here is Nurvus, the center of the entire control system.
Chaz makes sure we're all aware of the obvious.
Zio. Is Zio in here?
Rune says it's not time to settle personal grievances. We need to save the world.
Chaz, I know how you feel, but right now we've got to shut down Nurvus.
Demi tells everyone it's time to shut the fuck up.
We don't have time to talk about it. We must hurry.
We line up and head down there into Zio's fort Nurvus. Music behind the circuit plays.
We are behind the circuit in the fort in the Nurvus.
It's green, but oh shit, we enter the chamber and it's another tech city, another city of technology.
Cyber highways.
Blue floors pulsing with yellow stripes.
Neon Knight Riders.
What is that? That sounds like something I've encountered before.
I said it on this podcast before.
No, I think it's something else. FakeNet, what am I thinking about?
I can just tell you. Never mind FakeNet. It is the second to last level in Turtles in Time, where you float on the future skateboards and fight foot soldiers, and then you fight Krang at the end.
That's interesting. I don't think I have any other recall of any other Turtles in Time information, but I'll believe you.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
I remember the voice. Yeah.
Neon Knight Rider.
It was Turtles in Time. I guess it had to be Turtles in Time, didn't it?
What's a prehistoric one called?
Fucking Jurassic Park.
Jurassic monster.
That's good, Chris.
Yeah.
I approach the first panel at the end of the yellow stripe. Rika asks,
Prehistoric Turtlesaur.
Rika says, Demi, can't you send an interrupt command to Nurvus from this terminal?
Demi says, hell no. Impossible. Presently, Nurvus is not accepting input from the outside. We can't even access the system unless we get inside its nucleus.
The age of nucleic domination is coming to an end.
Nucleus Smith is not coming to save us.
True. You want to find some items in here?
Yes, I'd like to find an item. What kind of item did you find?
A wave
Chris?
shot.
What does that do?
It's a gun.
Who'd you give it to?
Demi.
That's correct. You give the robot the gun.
Yeah. Also got some Kermit gear.
Oh, yeah, Kermit Frog gear.
Yeah, I think it's ceramic.
Which I equipped to.
I think it also goes to androids as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also some space Dharma.
Well, I gave that to Demi and also a plasma claw for Rika.
Oh, I must have missed the fucking plasma claw, dog.
Missed the fucking plasma claw.
Or I didn't write down. Yeah.
You know what I fought with that plasma claw?
Some float mines.
Yeah, what's that?
Just a floating mine. You know what I mean? Like a ball
Yeah.
from Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
There's a suit called a ball.
Voltorb.
Yeah. Looks a little bit like that.
I fought Zio's guard, which is yellowish guys, glowing eyes, and a sword. Again, under control, glowing eyes. That is the truth that I'm living.
Yes, the evolved version of Speared.
Centaurs, those are old. We fought those. Tech Master, which is a tech user, but a red robe and flowing black hair with red pulsing eyes.
Love Tech Master.
To you, what is a tech master over a tech user? Just a higher grade of magic?
A tech user is me, and a tech master is Leo Laporte.
Was he in God Hand?
Got nothing? No one gets my reference? He hosted a television show on Ziff Davis Television
Jesus
in
Christ.
the early 2000s called The Screensavers. And it was a call-in show, and people would call in, and he would answer questions about how to fix their computer.
So like Click and Clack Talk Cars, but with computer guy.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think he's still around.
I mean, he's probably not dead if it was only a couple of decades.
I mean, he's definitely like my dad's age, probably.
Leo Laporte is 69 years old.
Oh, okay.
But like I'm pretty sure he's still around.
That is, honestly, I'm impressed with the reference. That's one of the sickest pulls of the night, Chris. I don't think you're one of 9 people to recall that, which is only 5 fewer than the Marty show.
I think I might. I think I'm right that he was on ZD TV, but I think that station eventually became Tech TV, and then it became G4. I think that's how
That's the progression of events.
chronology there.
Now it just shows cops all day. Just kidding,
Succession of
G4
Leo
is not
Laportes.
around.
Yeah.
Well, you know what also he's here is Ball Duel. You know what that is?
Bald Bull's workout regimen. It's a big floating fucking barrel, but also a robot.
Yes.
I don't understand the point of it, but I think it's got like rockets in the backpack or
It's
something.
got 3 red eyes. That's
Yeah.
the point of it, to see you 3 times.
Yeah. What else you got?
Tarantella. Not tarantula, tarantella.
Tarantella. Yeah, I fought one of those, but I guess I didn't fight one here.
It's a
Anyway.
mini sandworm.
Mm-hmm.
Tower.
Yeah, Tower.
Your favorite tarot card, right, Chris?
Yeah, kind of like a...
Tower's fucked.
Yeah, it looks like it's got like a robot scorpion bottom, but like a bunch of layers on top of it, and lots of glowy shit going on. It's very, very organic looking.
What annoying thing does it do?
Shoot you with guns?
No, it does warning and spawns a float mine.
Oh, that's annoying.
Later on, it does explosions and rams into Demi. So it enemy spawning suicidal fucking thing. That's all I've got for the things I fought.
Oh, I got one more guy. I only ran into him once, so maybe it's a rare enemy, but his name is Graniris.
That sounds like something you'd fight in Gradius.
It does, but you know what it really is?
No.
It is just a recolored Zeo sprite, but he's green. It's just like a wizard that you fight.
Maybe it's like
one of his guys.
an apparition or something, like
Yeah.
a Zeo Jr., like an acolyte of some sort.
It looks like they took the word Genesis and inserted 2 R's in various places to make it called the Graniris.
Yeah, it's not called Mega Driver. Mega Driver.
Yeah, that's true.
At some point I cross a bridge, I side scroll as if I'm in a side scroller to reach the other side.
Yeah, this makes me think about something that maybe perhaps, I thought Chrono Trigger invented this, but I think Phantasy Star 4 invented walking on a 2D bridge to force a side perspective to contrast with the normal top-down perspective of the JRPG. A cinematic bridge crossing.
I mean, that has been in many JRPGs. But as far as one from a 16-bit point of view, before Chrono Trigger?
Before this, nothing. Right?
Yeah, I mean, technically, this might be the oldest JRPG I've played, so, again, can't help you there, but...
I'm pressing the button.
Okay, yeah.
It began in
Fantasy.
Star 4.
That's number 12.
After an incredibly high encounter rate that pisses me off, I walk down a long hallway. I waltz out into another long vertical path as music, The Black Blood, plays.
Shit.
And Zio, cape down, hands behind his back, enters the scene with 6 sound effects.
Damn.
Right off the bat, my dude tries to get epic.
He does. Well. I'm going to do a voice.
Okay,
Zio.
a new voice, or you're recycling an old? Are you going to be Galleon? What are you going to do?
I'm just gonna be a dark wizard.
Just find it.
This is my dark wizard
Dark
voice.
Wizard.
Is that what Zio is?
I consider him to be at least 20% Dracula.
Well, he doesn't have an accent though, does he?
I don't know. You're doing the voice.
Well. That's too Galleon. Well, you've made it here. It was to be expected. You should be aware that one step further is the road to your death. I won't let you escape this time. Oh, Reverent One, lend me power.
Chris, is Zio doth seeking the power?
He doth is seeking the power, but he perhaps already found the power and has already been corrupted by the power, because we're about to fight Zio and he's not the last boss.
He's not. This is the... does this have last boss energy or first act energy for you?
To me, this had like middle of the second act energy. Because I have no idea how long this game is or how long it's going to take me to get through it, but I didn't feel like it felt like things were coming to a head and like mysteries were going to be resolved after this battle, but then that would lead into the final act, but I don't think we're even close to that.
I don't think we are either. If I were playing this as my first JRPG when I was a kid, this at this point would have already lasted as long as most of my other video games. So I could have conceivably believed this was the end of the game. As a dumb child who had no experience with such things.
For you, it would have been like in... I had a friend who beat Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And his mom also played games and stuff with him occasionally. Mm-hmm. So he beat King K. Rool, and he sat the controller down and ran in the other room to tell his mom that he beat Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And then he came back, and that game has like fake credits. And then King K. Rool comes back, and then he got fucking owned.
Nailed. That's pretty good. That is exactly what I think the designers wanted to happen.
Mom, I killed King K. Rool finally.
Look at this, Mom. I must show you, Mom. Mom, I beat Metal Sonic.
I mean, kids always want to show dad something or mom something.
As I understand it, yeah. My cat wants to show me his puke sometimes.
Last time my kid puked, he said it tastes like Doritos.
Did he eat Doritos or did he invent a new form of flavor dust?
He ate Doritos.
Okay.
That was like last week. Get your flu shots.
Yeah, every year.
He got his flu shot and he was not sick for as long as his friends are getting sick right now.
I have heard flu shots are particularly weak this year.
Are they?
Like the strains that were included or whatever were not as encompassing as usual.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like
or the shit mutated. I don't know.
I feel like his helped him if it was indeed the flu.
Time for a fight. Music. Laughter plays, and Zio stands alone in the blue clouds. This is all very funny to him, Chris.
Yeah, it is.
He casts a magic barrier. None of my attacks do shit, and I die. How'd this go for you?
Well, according to my notes, none of my attacks do shit, and I die.
Oh, good. That's great. Did you try something else, or did you look at the internet?
I was like, this is a JRPG from 1994, so one or two things could be happening here. And this is before my death. I was like, I could be needing to just let my guys die, and then I will be filled with the power myself.
Did you think you were supposed to die?
Yeah,
okay.
At first.
Okay.
But then I just died, and I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Died for real.
So I reloaded my state because I'm playing on an emulator, because who's got time for this? And I was like...
I do. I typically have time for this.
Oh, okay. I was like, can I use weapons as items? And
like throwing them?
Or just use them, because this is a thing that Dragon Quest does as well. Like, you can have a sword, but if you use that sword as an item, it might cast a thunderbolt or something like that. Because
if you use a sword as an item, is that a consumable? Do you just throw away? Oh,
no,
okay.
You just use your turn to do that thing.
That's not how definitions work.
Well, a sword can't be an item to you?
To me, everything in the item command menu is a consumable. You use the item, it is consumed.
Okay, but what if you have pencil in your knapsack, and you have water in your knapsack?
Yeah, pencil water, right.
All right. And you use water, you drink all the water, it's been consumed.
Yeah.
It's gone.
No more water.
No more water.
No more water.
You use pencil, and you write your name on a piece of paper.
That's what it does.
You still have more pencil. So you get to keep the pencil and use it again.
That's not true in any other video game.
But it's true in life, and Phantasy Star 4 reflects real life. And Dragon Quest, apparently.
Pencils are for children.
That is true. I don't know why I have one. I don't know why I have one down
Why do you
here.
have a pencil? Are you an artist or a child?
Somebody's been chewing on it, so I assume...
That's fucking awesome, Chris.
I assume that's
probably you.
No, it wasn't me. I don't chew pencils.
Chris chews pencils. Start the rumor. Spread it around. You got a pencil chewer over here.
Shit.
Okay, so what'd you really do?
I used the Psycho Wand as an item.
Okay. Did that work?
I didn't look it up. Yeah, it worked. It lowered his barrier, and I can fight him now. What'd you do? Something different?
None of my attacks do shit, so I Google it. I use the game facts, and it says have Rune use the Psycho Wand as an item.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's what you're supposed... I mean, maybe that's obvious, because they do kind of hint that, like, yeah, but didn't they hint the Psycho Wand was the thing we used to break into this place, and not that we used to solve the barrier problem? Or does it just solve all barrier problems?
I think that this story hinted at the fact that it will help reduce Zio's barrier as well.
Okay.
I think.
Help reduce. Well, my guy loves group attacking me with corrosion? Coruscant?
Corrosion?
Corrosion, maybe?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Could be it. Let's see, an attack called Black Wave totally wrecks Chaz's shit and kills him. Rune, to me, though, is a one-man army.
He is. What spells did you use with him?
Gifoy?
Oh, you're using tech, not magic.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and continue to confuse those for the duration of the podcast.
Oh, it's fine because they're weirdly named in the video game. I used his techniques, which are magic. His skills that are magic. His skills that are magic. I used a spell called Hahn, which is a wind spell that actually hits everybody on the screen, but it was doing good damage to him. Of note, Zio also knows this spell. So Zio also knows actual ass magic. He's not just using his computer chips to throw fire like everybody else.
Right.
Because that's the difference, right? It's like the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer.
Computer chips.
It's if we go and we use our techs, we are pulling up our wristband computers and pressing buttons, and it is controlling the elements to create fire blasts and whatnot.
Are people inside of Tron World wizards? Or are they tech users?
I think they're tech users, and tech users are wizards, so yes, I think
Daft Punk is a tech user.
So Chaz, when he's casting Zan or whatever, he's using his computer technology. But when Zio or Rune is using magic, they are actually controlling the elements with their fingers and their spirits.
Okay, is that your truth?
Computers versus fingers.
We're making the podcast, we make the goddamn rules, and we're not wrong about this one. Chris is not using computer fingers, he's using magic. In my case, I have Rika and Chaz res each other 1,000 times and do nothing, while I use Demi and Grizz to attack and Rune to use magic shit. Rika heals basically every turn. I am trapped in a wave of healing and deceit. God make it end. And he finally does. You
can also use a little bit of recover from Demi, and she will give you a little bit of health.
I don't think I knew I had that at this point in time.
Oh, congratulations. We eventually just unload all of our shit, and he will eventually die. He's pretty difficult, but no, it's not the end of the world.
You get 5,199 experience. Do you know how much Meseta you get?
No, strangely enough, I wrote down the experience, but not the Meseta. Is it 0?
1.
This guy's only carrying $1. American.
New manga panel cutscene, no music, but there's some dying sound effects plays as Zio explodes into light.
Is that a splat?
A sound effect that is indistinguishable from the Sega Genesis shitting itself. This is the worst sound effect in the game.
Well, when you kill a bad guy, you want him to splat though, don't you?
I want him to splat, but the Sega Genesis is capable of more FM synthesis than this shit, Chris.
Anyway.
Zio, in a black and white panel except for his face and his exploding blood chest, begins to dematerialize.
Is his heart exploding?
Something's happening. He's being cooked from the inside. If you could microwave yourself with, what is it, like fucking a T2 situation? He can't believe this shit.
This cannot be. I'm supposed to be immortal. Oh, why? Why do you abandon me, Dark Force?
There's also a sound effect when he dies. But Chris, did you see what he croaked out at the end there?
Blood?
Dark foe. Dark phallus.
Dark phallus.
Dark phallus.
Dark force.
Yes. God, oh God, why have you forsaken me? Except for insert dark force into that.
Right.
He is...
Dark force is God.
Yes, and Zio is Jesus.
New manga panel, Zio screams as the light engulfs him and plays another sound effect. Music, a happy settlement plays. New manga panel. Grizz pumps his fists and Chaz cracks a smile, both against the white backdrop of Zio's doom.
Mm-hmm. Grizz says, we did it. We've defeated Zio. Yahoo!
I was going to hope you were going to give me a very good Yahoo there, and I think that was a solid 8.5 out of 10. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Chaz chooses now to shout.
Alice.
Back in the game, Demi turns around and tells the crew,
at this point, we're not going to be able to stop Nurvus by normal means. I am going to connect myself directly to Nurvus' system and crack its security.
What's next?
Hacking in 94, baby.
Is like Nurvus going to eat Demi?
Get me on the Sega channel so I can hack. Yeah, I guess so.
I do not believe there was any hacking in the Sega channel. I'm going to have to reject that.
I know, but the Sega channel seemed like the future.
It did. That is true.
And so was hacking, so, you know.
Okay, I see where you're going there. Yeah, hacking. The cool people hacked and played Sega channel.
Yes.
Right.
That's how it works.
Zero cool connected to Sega channel through his fucking cable internet.
Holy shit.
Chaz does not understand computer technology.
Connect directly?
Demi tells me that I do not understand computer technology either.
Yes. This is goodbye, Chaz.
Rika can't believe this shit, shouting Demi's name.
Demi!
Demi says goodbye like a third grader.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for everything.
She approaches the mainframe, which opens up to a three-pointed star to accept her. Once inside, she speaks again.
Access main system. Issue top priority interrupt.
There's a powering down sound effect.
Mm-hmm.
Chaz speaks for the player.
Has it stopped?
Demi, I guess from inside the computer, speaks.
The operation is a success.
Rika, as per usual, asks a more relevant question.
Demi, where are you now?
New manga panel. Demi looks like she's piloting a big goddamn robot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This looks like a fucking Gundam cockpit.
She's in the cockpit of something with a big control panel squid behind her. Chris will probably call it a Gundam.
Yeah.
She goes on one.
I'm in Nurvus's control center. Right now, all the systems that have been maintaining Moltavia are halted. Now there won't be any more disasters.
Chris, is that true?
No. This game's not over.
New manga panel. Lightning strikes out of red clouds. She continues.
But with all the systems that maintain the environment halted, sooner or later the planet will become barren. We must work to restore the functions of each system as soon as possible.
Rika adds,
to do that, we'll have to do something about Zelen.
Is this our second Zelen name drop?
I think so.
Demi confirms.
Feels like the first, though. That's right. As long as the satellite is sending abnormal signals, we cannot control the system.
Rika decides we're the right ones for the job. She puts the screws in Chaz.
Chaz, why don't we go?
Chaz, the idiot, thinks of nothing and instantly confirms.
Okay, let's go to Zelen.
Manga panel, a spaceship in space. Grizz brings us back down to reality.
But this Zelen, isn't it located in outer space?
It turns out Demi's got this.
Don't worry. An emergency shuttle is available at Nurvus. It's being readied for you. I won't be able to leave here just now. I must stay and perform maintenance on each of these systems. At Zelen, you should find my master, Rune.
New manga panel, a mysterious man, black hair and silver armor, stands against blasts of white, green, and blue light. Chris, do all the robots in this world know each other?
Yeah, they do, because they're all on the internet. There's a robot internet, I think, in the Algo Star system.
Like in her.
No,
more of an AI internet.
Her lived in the AI internet, which was just the internet, I think.
Yeah, but they could go different places and invent their own internet in the internet.
That's true, but the androids are physical beings.
In this world.
In this world, yes.
Rika tells
the one thing I like about the way Rune looks here is that he's got the half-shadowed anime mysterious face covering half of his face.
Yeah.
But he also has an eyeball shadow as well on his uncovered side of his face, or maybe his hair is swooping down, so he looks super fucking sick.
He does look sick. He's a sick-looking dude. Rika tells the gang,
Rune, I know him.
Jesus.
When I was at the bioplant, I often telecommunicated with him.
Great word.
About a half a year ago, I became unable to reach him on the communication circuits, aka the robot internet. I've been concerned. Please, Chaz, let's go find Rune at Zelen.
Demi signs off with,
well, good luck with Zelen, everybody. Be careful.
And Chris, good luck at finding your own Zelen, which we'll get to in the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia.
But first, we must speak with the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
I found a use for this pencil now.
You gonna suck on it?
I can use it to press the buttons over here so I don't have to move my mic to reach it.
It's like a little extender arm for you. Chris has his own Android
I have my own
appendage.
grabby hand.
You did it.
Finally. Maybe that's why it's here all along.
Good job, buddy.
Anyway, hello, RealNet.
Nucleus Smith would be proud.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Leo Bombadil, or whatever you were talking about, would be proud.
Yes. Rolled Earth says King of Fighters on Game Boy was good. Game Boy Fighters, baby.
I can't imagine a King of Fighters on Game Boy. Holy shit.
I guess sometimes they did it was the adaptation of King of Fighters and not just King of Fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if they adapted it appropriately.
We can't put Kano in this. There's not enough memory.
Neat says there was some Fighters history on Game Boy. And I remember it being pretty decent. Maybe it's just when you boil a fighting game down to 2 buttons, it's good.
Yeah, I guess.
Or maybe playable. More playable.
Wasn't Killer Instinct on Game Boy?
Oh, yeah.
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 Good lord.
Maybe we should just play Game Boy fighting games. We probably can't do multiplayer unless they have some sort of super Game Boy compatibility with to do 2-player, which I don't think any of them did.
There's got to be a way to do that.
You have a link. Can we emulate a link cable?
I'm sure. Yeah, it's 2026. I'd be shocked if we couldn't. Yeah, new stream, Game Boy fighting games. Write that down.
I got a pencil right here.
Yeah. Okay, great. You found another use for the pencil, Chris.
I just wrote GBFG.
Yeah.
So
great big fucking God.
So please remember what that means. It also says AD on here, so I remember to press the add button so we have a insertion point. Shy Guy 32, speaking of Alice's death grave scene, says, this scene gets me every time. The sprite work and presentation is incredible.
Yeah, this, again, is something that I would have played in its time. I would have thought it was from the future. Like, more so, we're on par with Donkey Kong Country, which I know was using SGI workstations and modeling and sprite work and trick like, but Donkey Kong Country did legitimately, to the idiot children like me, look like it was from the future. This also looks like it was from the future.
WP says that the single tear is used all the fucking time. Common in K-dramas, because none of them can cry. I assume the K means Korean, like K-pop, K-drama.
All of my Korean culture experience comes from Shanwook Park movies and not a lot else, unfortunately. I should get that corrected. You ever see Joint Security Area, Chris? You ever see the vampire movie he did?
I've seen
Fucking hell.
Infernal Affairs. Is that Korean?
No, that's Hong Kong.
Really? Are you sure about that?
90% sure, yeah.
Okay, I thought that was Korean. It's been a long time. That was back the Netflix DVD era.
I also got that from Netflix DVD, and I believe it had 2 sequels.
It did.
It's like, I want to be like good at The Departed when it comes out, so I want to know this first.
Oh, I didn't see it until after I saw The Departed. Eric Verdun says, Chaz's dumb boy persona is his extreme PTSD and possible drug history.
That's actually a pretty good read. I'm not sure if that's going to pan out, but I think you can easily think of that as your truth.
John Doe takes the alternative view and says, what if Chaz's crimes were like lame? I did some stuff I'm not proud of. Cut to Chaz jaywalking.
Yeah. Like missing the garbage can with the banana peel.
John Doe says, is this a Raiden scenario where Chaz was a child soldier and Alice saved him from the Phantasy Star equivalent of Solid as Snake?
I mean, he is pretty adept at fighting monsters. Not a lot of people in this world do that, and he seems to be doing it with relative ease even before. I mean, he was level 1 when we got him, so maybe not, but like, somebody gave him a weapon.
True. John Doe says, what I'm saying is I hope this game ends with Chaz samurai sword fighting the president in front of Federal Hall. I don't think there is a president. That's the problem right there.
What if there is one and we just don't know about it?
Shy Guy 32 posted a picture of Final Fantasy for the NES where there was a grave that said, here lies Erdrick.
That is great. As far as I know, the manga panel of Alice's grave didn't have anything on it. It was just like a grave.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Do you know the reference there? Here lies Erdrick.
No, I have
the Dragon Quest reference.
Oh. The localizers do that or the original developers do that?
Not sure. There's a Here Lies Link in Dragon Quest as well, I think. Oh no, it was from Shy Guy 32 says it was for there was one graveyard in Final Fantasy 1, Erdrick and Link.
Kill your heroes.
John Doe says, shit, his pauldrons were destroyed. That is a good point. In the image of Zeo being exploded, his pauldrons are breaking apart into 1, 2,
I guess his
3,
body's
4,
ripping
5,
apart,
6,
like they're exploding from the inside
7
out.
pieces, yeah.
Cool.
That's great. I love it. Alrighty, RealNet, thank you for joining us on this episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode was recorded on January 14th, 2026. Thanks, Mark
Shepard,
for the intro music.
You're welcome, piss. We're not letting that one go.
You can find us on Bluesky and or YouTube at Retrograde Amnesia or on the internet at retroam.com. And of course, support this podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/retroam and get bonus episodes, miniseries, access to the live recording sessions, and access to the RealNet, which is Discord. Eric, until next time.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Goku.
All the way to, a half mile, 171 feet and a half mile of vert. Which, if you do trail running, that's normal. If you run on roads, it can be quite a lot.
Roads, it's what's for dinner.
The Colossus.
Shadow of?
No, the Colossus of Rhodes.
Oh, I think I meant Colossus from X-Men.
No.
I was watching the original X-Men cartoon the other day.
No.
And Colossus kept getting blamed for things getting destroyed, but actually it was the Juggernaut.
Do they fill the same role in their respective teams?
Seemed like at that point in time, neither one of them was a member of a team yet.
Everything I know about X-Men, it comes from Capcom fighting games.
Yeah. most of my X-Men knowledge comes from the original cartoon, the 1994 cartoon or whatever. And
wasn't there like
games.
a pilot for a cartoon that got canceled where they had brown and yellow Wolverine? Then there was the real cartoon.
Yeah, that was what the arcade game was based on.
That's why Wolverine is brown in that game.
Well, Wolverine was always brown.
When you say arcade game, do you mean the double screen, like the big boy? Okay.
Yeah, actually watched a video on this the other day, but there was some sort of pilot for I don't remember what it was called, X-Men something.
The Uncanny X-Men.
And somebody really liked it that had some pull and convinced Capcom to make it. And that's why that game has like Dazzler in it or some like lesser known
popular character Dazzler.
But the X-Men that actually became popular in mainstream culture were the ones that were in the cartoon, the actual cartoon. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to freaking go, dog. Are you ready to go, dog?
Well, I'm here. It'd be a shame if I just left now, right? Go home and play Phantasy Star 4 so I can prepare for the podcast that I just left.
That's what I did yesterday.
Da-na-na-na-na. Wasn't that riff stolen from something like a Whitney Houston song or something of that nature? Or like En Vogue, some contemporary, or like Prince. Actually, if it was stolen from Prince, I think Prince would have gotten pissed off about that. But I think that riff was taken from like
it must be legally distinct because they've used it in the...
Or Disney just paid whoever.
True. Took me, my process. Pay me for my process. Chapter by chapter. Whoa. Should I roll with that?
Yeah, we're just getting some weird pronunciations in here recently. Just off the mark vocal tics.
Alice's condition has suddenly taken a turn. Suddenly take or taken?
I've got taken.
Okay. Chaz, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
I don't think that's quite where we're at. Go up 3 lines.
Don't worry.
About Rune, please help.
Sorry, but that scrolled too far. And the busting or bustling? I got busting.
I've got bustling. In Hahn set.
Hell no. I don't have what Demi says, actually. Did you notice I made a $1 American on the last one?
I did. I was going to edit it myself and found that you already did. So thank you.
I was I was like, wow, that actually worked pretty well.
Yeah, seamless. As I'm sure that one was as well, Chris.
Yes, thank you.
New manga panel cutscene, no music.
Excuse me.
He doesn't say that. Doesn't say that either. Dude, are you fucking this up?
No, I'm good.
Chaz says.
What about Grizz?
Maybe Grizz says?
Somebody says this. We must work to destroy the functions of each system.
Restore or destroy?
I have restore, but
You said destroy.
I said destroy?
I think so.
Really?
Play the tape.
Okay, well, we'll see. We must work to destroy... You fucked me up. It says restore right here.
It says restore in the...
It says restore here too as well. I just keep saying destroy.
They sound similar out of the mouth, honestly.
No, you just broke me. As long as the satellite is sending abnormal No, somebody posted a gif of M. Bison doing a cycle crusher while riding a horse.
Sure.
Thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all right.
Didn't know how to vocalize it though, so. You've become a...
Yes, it actually says A. I verified that. New manga panel. Chaz's face blinks out for some...
Chaz. Well, let me do that again. Chaz. That's pretty... Demi, you can't send an interrupt command to Nurvus from this terminal?
Can't you send an interrupt command?
Demi, can't you send an interrupt command from... No, who?
Demi says hell no. That was his last name, right? Smith?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a college basketball player named Nucleus Smith.
What?
He was like my second favorite name after God Shamgod.
My favorite college sports player name, this is a deep cut.
Uh-huh.
He played for the University of Cincinnati.
Nightmare.
Didn't make it to the NFL or anything. His name was Leviticus Payne.
Leviticus Payne is solid. How is Payne spelled? Like pain like the pain or pain like P-A-Y-N-E?
Hold on. I think it's P-A-Y-N-E. But also, one second here.
Yeah, Nucleus Smith was real. I had to make sure. He played for TCU.
Okay, I thought there were some facts about Leviticus Payne, but I'm thinking of somebody else.
Did you make up a guy?
No, Leviticus Payne is real. I don't know why I remember this.
He's real to you, isn't he?
No, he's real. This was like 15 years ago. Anyway, I'm sorry. You want to find some items in here?
FakeNet, where does Leviticus Payne work now?
Initializing FakeNet.
I refuse to dox Leviticus Payne.
Who would you? I mean, what is? I think
and so here I'm gonna put that in there.
I'll put that after Demi says goodbye like a third grader. I forgot to pause.
All the systems have been maintaining